Audio Jungle.
A taxi driver has been jailed for 14 years after admitting a series of sex attacks on drunk and vulnerable customers. Ruin Maya, 42, of Newbury, Berkshire, and of Bangladeshi origin, used his job as a licensed taxi driver to attack 4 women who were trying to get home safely after a late night out in Newbury town centre. Judge Angela Morris, sentencing at Reading Crown Court, told Maya that some of the victims were so intoxicated they had no chance of defending themselves against years sexual offending. The judge said there was a degree of targeting in Maya's behavior, and he had abused the trust, not just of his victims, but also the friends who had put them in his taxi and urged him to get them home safely. Maya was sentenced to 14 years imprisonment for rape, 5 years for assault by penetration, 8 years for an attempted rape, and 18 months each for 2 counts of sexual assault. He had previously pleaded guilty to all counts. The sentences are to be served concurrently. The women, including 3 who were 19 and another who was 29, were attacked between January 1 and February 24. There were 2 assaults on 2 different women within 90 minutes of each other in January. Maya stopped a male friend who was with one of the women he went on attack from getting into his taxi, so she was alone and defenseless. He raped another woman in his friend's empty council flat, the court heard. There were 2 victims who reported being attacked. DNA evidence also matched Maya to the crimes, and dashcam footage helped place some of the victims in the taxi. Bangladesh-born Maya, who had no previous convictions, is married with 3 children. The court heard he had described himself as a pillar of the community and had run a restaurant that closed in September 2017. Prosecutor Alan Blake said the rape victim recalled he kept repeating to her, "In my country, we are very respectful of women." Mr. Blake said her next memory is him driving her back to the road where she lived and told her that she did not have to pay. She went to bed and later reported the rape to hospital staff. In her impact statement, the rape victim said, "That night I should have been safe in the vehicle. He should have taken me home safely, but he took advantage of me in the worst possible way." She pointed out that her life is very different now as she is not able to sleep and suffers anxiety and depression. She has been robbed of some independence and wonders if she will ever be able to confidently get into a taxi again. Another distraught victim now describes herself as damaged goods, adding, "This will have a huge impact on my life and being able to trust." In her impact statement, she said, "It is horrible that one person can have such power over me." She fears getting into taxis and is no longer a strong and confident person and instead suffers from low self-esteem. Michael Wolkind QC, defending, said Maya has remorse and horror over what he did and described him as a good man who went wrong for a number of reasons. This included his business failing, and his relationship with his wife going wrong. The women had variously described themselves as the drunkest I have ever been, as being obliterated, and having had far too much to drink, but all were vulnerable, Mr. Wolkind noted. He said, "A taxi should be a place of trust. The driver should be a decent friend. Indeed, the more drunk a passenger is, the more vulnerable she is."